Hey everyone, Sean here, the Detroit Diz, and it's another great and glorious day here in the D. It's mostly cloudy, I guess partly cloudy, I don't know, partly, mostly, it's almost the same. And yeah, it's 80 degrees, a heat wave is going on over here already. El Nino or whatever his name is taking effect here in the Midwest. Northern Midwest of the United States, and I'm loving it, but later on today it's going to be stormy weather ahead of us, believe it or not. So yeah, it's going to be stormy, and I hope that nothing really bad happens, but we're always, watching out while we have storms here in the Midwest, and probably everywhere else too. But before we get started, we have a call of action. That's right, a call of action, and then we're going to go deep diving into all of the Disney news for the last day or so, including today, which was a bunch of brand new news. But before we get started, we have a call of action. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you could help us out just by merely mashing that subscribe button. Completely free. You get to become part of the Detroit Diz family. And if you hit the notifications bell, you know when we go live or upload a brand new video, just as a reminder. And we really appreciate all of our subscribers. We're grateful for all of you, and we appreciate that you're following us along on our YouTube journey. We're just trying to get to our first YouTube subscriber goal of 1,000 subscribers. So if you can, and you don't mind helping us out, and I know a lot of people haven't even subscribed when they come watch this, whether you're watching this because you got here because you were watching carousel video, maybe a military vehicle video, maybe something about the Detroit Zoo, I don't know. Whatever it was, we really appreciate that you got here somehow. And if you just don't mind hitting the subscription bell and becoming a subscriber, it'll really help us out. Anyways, enough about that, enough about hashtag and subscribing, right? You want to know about the Disney news, and so I want to give it to you also. And there is a ton of it. I mean, this is like the busiest things have been in a while. I mean, like, it's exciting stuff when a lot of things are going on. Some things are great, and some things are not so great, and we'll be talking to them about them on the way home, because we're driving in this in the afternoon, and this is a different route that I'm taking too, so that you can see a different part of whatever. So anyways, with that said, the first, and listen, some of these are really important and some are not. Some of these are really interesting updates, and some that are very controversial, by the way. So yeah, the thumbnail doesn't even talk about it all. So yeah, first thing is that the Electrical Mayhem band taking over the rock and roller coaster, the Muppets. Yeah, so they have a first song that's already picked out. I forget the name of it, but they're going to have by the end of this week. That's what they said. By the end of this week, they're going to have the complete soundtrack available that you can listen to. I don't know where they're going to post it at. It may be on Apple Music. I don't know. It may just be somewhere on Disney. You'll be able to download it somewhere. You'll be able to hear it. The entire soundtrack for the ride is going to be published by the end of this week. I guess they've been very busy recording in the recording studios of the Muppet Studios. I guess that's where they make the music. That's where they make the music. I heard that Animal was all over the place. Anyways, that's just the rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. I guess we'll be waiting. I'm waiting, and I'm excited. And it's a new era. We're in the Muppet era again. It's continuing on. I love it. It's the best. Anyways, okay. Josh D'Amaro, he's been now almost a month in as the CEO, and a couple changes that he's been making. So first of all, there is now rumor and speculation that they're going to be bringing back full-fledged Disney stores. That they're going to get rid of having all the merchandise in like little small pop-up stores, or mini kind of like areas in like Target and whatnot. And they're going to be going to a full-fledged Disney store again. I believe there's in New York City, there's in New York City, in New York, in Manhattan, there is a Disney store. So I would like for the Disney store to come back. It was really great having it there. It was kind of cool to buy Disney things at the Disney store while you were there. It kind of gave you an ambiance of actually being at Disney without being at Disney. And I mean, it was really exciting stuff. I mean, I'm just saying, I liked it. It was cool. But, you know, I mean, look, I think they were, I guess they were losing money on the Disney store, or I don't know what happened. But anyways, I think bringing it back, people are going to be excited. They're going to be shopping again. And people like to touch things. We're back to the era. People want to touch things now, I think. Amazon, I don't know. I mean, there's some things you want now that are convenient. And there's some things you just want to go and have an experience. And that's what the Disney store was all about. Having that experience. Anyhow, so another thing is Josh D'Amaro has also said that they're going to get rid of 1,000 employees. We don't know where they're going to be, taken out of. Maybe technical jobs, I believe. And that's what they're saying. Technical jobs, that he's going to get rid of 1,000 people because AI is going to be taking over. So when we say AI is be taking over some of the experiences and helping out with the experiences for, instead of having people that are there instead of, that would be there instead. We've seen that already. And a lot of people don't like that. Look, we've had people that are doing, they got rid of the photography people at one place. They stopped doing the photo ops, and they started having cameras that were there. They tried that for a while at Star Wars Launch Bay, and it didn't go over too well. And then they brought back the photographers, and then and other things that they've tried to do that they try to replace somebody. It's not the same. It's not the human magical experience that you get, that we all love. Disney World is a place of meeting people in different cultures and imagination together, of people coming together and harmonizing and everything. I mean, that's what Disney's all about. It's about having a community that is so great. And so AI could really damage that. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anyways, we talked about, so there was a stroller ordeal, believe it or not. Look, we've talked about strollers in the past, and people bringing their strollers, and they're they're huge, ginormous strollers and whatnot. Well, that's not what this was all about. Apparently, the cost of Disney is super expensive, and so a father went and he hid his child in the lower portion of the stroller underneath his other child, and was able to get them into the park and sneak them in without paying paying for an admission. So this was caught on camera by a vlogger who then took a picture or video about it, a video of it, put it on, I think it was TikTok, and so that's the new viral video of somebody sneaking in to get admission and put their kid in the bottom of the stroller. It has been crazy. So I guess now they'll probably want you to take your baby out of the stroller and show them the stroller and all that other stuff. It's just going to make lines longer. This person is probably banned for life. I mean, it really wasn't worth it. Seriously. It really wasn't worth it for them They'll never be back again, and they just ruined it for themselves. And I don't think the kids will be banned, but I'm pretty sure that the parents will never be able to come back again to the Magic Kingdom or anywhere else on Disney, that is. So, you know, it's just, you know, you just got to make sure that you follow the rules. It's really important to follow the rules. And that's a very important thing. So there was, but, you know, I don't know if it's going to go on anymore. The Moana live action remake movie. I wonder what The Rock thinks about this. I don't know if he's part of it or not. But anyways, live action. People are like, why are we having a live action Moana? You know, why can't we get a new Moana? I mean, we just had a Moana too. But, I mean, why are we doing remakes and making them live actions when we can have real, normal, new creative material from Disney? It is a concern that Disney keeps on doing remakes of everything and making all their animated films to be live people, and then they you know, do all sorts of crazy things with the storylines and the movies. Disney is known for their animation. You know, it's supposed to be really great. You know, and now they're doing all these remakes for live people. I don't know if it is because the people think that they don't have a connection with animated for the animated experience, or that you know, cartoons are the thing of the 80s. You know, the animation is not with us anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, who knows what it's all about? But we need some new content, Disney. Pump out some new stuff from Disney. You know, let's not make the 10th edition of Toy Story. Let's get something new. Let's get something new. Bring us something new. Okay. All right. We have Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. That's a mouthful, by the way. There's probably some type of acronym for that. I'm not going to try to say it right now or figure it out. But Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. SRS. SRS. BLSRS. Okay. It even has one of those rhymey things. Anyways, okay, enough about that. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin has brand new laser stuff, targeting systems, and laser guns, and ride vehicles, and all that other stuff. Well, that's going to be really great. You should watch a video from Resort TV 1 where they go over it all. But I got to say that I was really impressed about the entire way that the system works, watching the video. And I can tell you right now, your experience is going to be much better, and you'll be able to really, and this is really what counts, know what it is that you're shooting and where it is, and know that you're hitting what you're aiming at or not aiming at. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to be a great experience going forward, and I think you'll have a lot more fun. Now that you know, it's a thing. So anyways, so that's something new that's come up. Okay. So, Soarin, we've talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. Soarin, for the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. Yeah, they're getting a brand new, and I don't know exactly what day. It's going to be sometime in June probably that it's going to be a thing. But you are going to be getting a brand new experience that you can fly. You're going to be flying and soaring through for the 250th birthday of the United States. Yeah. Okay, so the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is going to be back. And they're going to have the Rainbow Caverns, which I don't know much about the Rainbow Caverns, but from what I understand, and I'm just still learning about them, I'm sorry, I'm not a historian or know about all the old Agent rides, because I'm kind of like a new, kind of new Disney person from going, and not that new, but you know what I'm saying? But I guess it had something to do with the ride that was there before Big Thunder Mountain. They're tipping their ride to that, giving it a little Rainbow Cavern action. But the ride is supposed to be very, very smooth, from what I hear. No jerking around. You know how it was jerking around before. And also, a positive for smaller kids. You can ride it, and you only have to be 38 inches. Just over 3 foot tall. I mean, we're talking about little, like, kids that are maybe like 4, maybe 5 years age, kindergartners can probably ride this ride now. So yeah, that couple of inches tall, that could have been somebody's daughter that could have not made it on because they were not as tall as their brother. So now they've lowered it down a little bit, and now they are able to ride the ride. Congratulations to those newbies who are going to be able to ride the ride for the very first time, while riding the wildest ride in the West. Yeah, that's right. So, it's got the Soarin thing, the spin, the Moana, I told you about the stroller, bring back the stores. Okay, and the last one that everybody's going to be excited for is going to be the fact that Hollywood Studios, in the new location where they're going to be making the new Animation Courtyard, that's what they're calling it, is going to be, hold your horses, drum roll please. If I remember this from way back in the day, the Sorcerer's hat is coming back. Believe it or not, the giant hat that was there when you first walked down Hollywood Studios, you couldn't see the Chinese theater because it was in the way. Yeah, that hat is coming back. Animation Courtyard is going to be wonderfully great, and I can't wait. It's going to be, photos are going to be like they were like 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be awesome. Well, not 20 years, it's about 10 years ago. 2017. That's going to be really, really great. I cannot wait to see it happen. And I think people are going to be excited. The excitement is going to be drawn there because people are going to be wanting to see the Sorcerer's hat. I don't know exactly when it's going to be installed. Before the end of this summer, probably. And it's going to be something else. So, man, I'm pretty excited. Anyways, so I hope that you guys liked all the stories. There's lots of things happening, a lot of construction going on. There's a lot of construction videos following and tracking everything that's happening there in Walt Disney World parks, because there's a lot of new stuff being built. The Villains Land, over there at Monsters Land, and all that other stuff. So it's exciting transformations going on. The rides of tomorrow's generations are forming and being built now. So, if you're going to be, going to the parks in 2028 and 2029, you are going to be, seeing the first of the next rides that the next generation is going to be, experiencing for the next decades to come. Anyways, talk to you guys later and have a great one. You know what time it is. Bye-bye.